Hi everybody, this is just a brief video on how to use FormMule. FormMule is an add-on that you would put onto Google Sheets, and it allows you to quickly and easily email a lot of people and allow for some personalization in that email so not everybody gets the same email. One way to get started is if you already have a spreadsheet that looks something like this. This is all randomized information. It's not really student data. You can see the student ID numbers are off, but if you already have a spreadsheet like this, you can start from something like that. You can export a spreadsheet from Infinite Campus, or maybe you have responses from a Google form or something like that. Whatever you have as your spreadsheet, as long as it's got an ID number, a student ID number, and or emails, student emails or parent emails, then you'll be able to use FormMule to send emails this way. So again, we have our spreadsheet open. You would go up to add-ons in Google Sheets and go to Get Add-ons. And then you would search for FormMule, one word. And install it. And it's going to ask for some permission. You might need to sign into your Google account again. Okay, and we're done. We can close this window. Now when I go to my add-ons, FormMule is one of the options. Before I get into FormMule, first I want to label these columns. So if you've got an ID column and a last name column and a first name column, that's great. You can also have like grade level or grades in class, personal feedback, whatever you'd like these columns to be. And let's say everybody's doing pretty well. And here you can have feedback. And the cool thing, I'm gonna freeze the first column at the first row, and I can sort by something I want to provide feedback on. You're doing great. You can have that go to everybody with A's. Keep up the good work. And you can do it. The kid's getting C's, and contact me about raising your grade. So you can have a spreadsheet set up something like this, and it doesn't have to be for grade feedback or assignment feedback. It can be for whatever you would like. And it doesn't even have to be personal feedback if you just want to send a lot of people slightly more individualized emails. So I'm going to go to add-ons, go to FormMule, hover over setup, choose source data and set merge type. The first thing you need to do is select the sheet. If you're working on a spreadsheet that just has one sheet, sheet one, that matches the name of it down here. So that's all I need. If you're using a spreadsheet with multiple sheets, you'd have to tell FormMule which sheet to choose. So I click next. And I usually don't change this. You can get fancy with FormMule. I just leave this blank. But for set conditions, for every row that has an ID that is not null, like not empty, I want it to send an email. And you probably will use something like this, like for every row where the last name column or something like that, or the email column, for every row where that's not blank, where that's not null, we want to send an email. Then click Save Template Settings. Now it's doing some work in the background. It's making a hidden sheet, which you don't need to worry about that. So now it's done that work. I'm going to click Next. Now you can write the email. The merge tags, this is what's in that first row. The ID, that matches the ID row. The last name, that matches the last name row, and so on. So for my email, who do I send it to? Oh no, I don't have I don't have it in the email row, but our students, their ID number plus guhsd.net is their email. So you could click on the ID tag. So it's going to put on the ID, and you can write out at guhsd.net. And it's going to create the emails for you. If you want people to reply to you, great. You can put in your email here. You're only sending a few, you should do that. If you don't want people to reply to you, you want this to be one-way communication, you can type in no reply right here, and then you won't get any responses from this. And you can include in your email like, hey, reach out to me or email me here, but you can make it so that there's no reply, or you can have people reply to you. You can do CC and BCC if you have multiple emails on a row, like one to students and one to parents. And then the body, here's where it gets a little bit fun, a little bit more personal. I can click on first, so it's going to put in the first name, space, last name. Here is some personal feedback for you. So when that email gets sent, it's going to say, Dear Alex Gomez, here is some personal feedback for you. And it's more likely that people will open an email if they see it's addressed to them. In the body, you can do the same thing. I can say, Dear first, and it includes the word first here, so I actually want to delete that because I only want the tag, I only want the name. So this one would say, Dear Alex, and then Dear D'Angelo, comma, your current grade is, I can put in grade. I'll delete the grade. So now it'll just say the letter there, period. And then I can put in the personal message. Delete the words personal feedback, so it just shows that. Have a great day, Mr. Devine. And then I'm going to save and preview. So you can see how it works. You can kind of see a preview of the emails. So this is the email it's going to go to. Notice, again, these aren't real ID numbers because I didn't want to have this video share sensitive information. It's not replying to anybody. It's going to say, Alex Gomez, here is some personal feedback for you. Dear Alex, your current grade is A. You're doing great. So let's go down to one of the rows where somebody's getting a D. Leslie Short, here is some personal feedback for you. Dear Leslie, your current grade is D. Contact me about raising your grade. Have a great day, Mr. Devine. So you can see how this works. I'm going to save and send all. It's going to give me, 7 error messages right now because these are not real email addresses. Save and send all. In a preview and click send now. And now it's starting to send. You can see it working. You want to leave this window open. So it looks like the emails did get sent, but these are email addresses that are just not valid in our district. They're just going to get sent back, or some other error. But it does show when the email was sent, who it was sent to. So you also have this nice little record of when you sent this email to these people. I usually do a different spreadsheet every time I need to send a message. Every time I use FormMule to send a message this way. And that way I still have this record of a previous message that I sent, and the data is always changing anyway. You're exporting your rosters from Infinite Campus or whatever else you're going to use to get your data. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you get some more personalized messages, personalized emails out to students. The limit is, I think, 1,500 or 1,200 a day, just to keep people from getting into spamming and stuff like that. But it's a pretty useful tool for providing individualized feedback. Thanks for watching and have a great day.